Hello, I'm gonna ask a favour of you right now, okay? Let me know your thoughts on my new microphone placement right now, because I'm a lot closer to it. I have to work a bit harder, get the same tone and intonation in my voice by craning my neck a bit, but I've also got to remember not to shout, because... Sorry, that was mean. That was really mean, but not as mean as some of the people we're going to see in this video, because this is the series where I compile articles of us wholly and I present them to you for your betterment or your enjoyment. Today, we have a one-man army in an M20 Stuart, tragic accidents on Swamp, the level-headed victim, and the biggest twat I've featured thus far. All that's coming up, so hit the like and subscribe button, stick around, and let's get started.
Hello, I'm Dick Max and welcome to the 6 o'clock news. A British heavy was placed under arrest today after he tried to write explicit text to his girlfriend on an SPG. The heavy is believed to be delusional, as he stated, "That's the last time I tried to use a British arty to sext on."
So, let's just begin with something small, alright? This is Echo 2120 in the T2 light tank, which I just want to point out is an American light tank, alright? Its dimension standard as these. It's based on the chassis of the Vickers Mark E, which is where we're taking the measurements from. It's 4.88 meters in length, 2.4 meters wide, and 2.16 meters tall. When built as the T2 Light in 1933, it had a 20mm Hispano-Suiza Berkey cannon, and incidentally, this right here is a 20mm shell. Right? This is similar in size and weight to what this tank would have fired in real life. Now, using those measurements from earlier and being generous, assuming this tank is a perfect rectangle, which it's not, it has a volume of about 25.4 cubic meters. Now, sounds like a lot, but consider this. The engine that was used was the Siddeley Puma, which has measurements of 1.2 meters by 0.6 by 1.1. It literally takes up 25% of the entire length of the vehicle, drastically reducing the usable space inside. Combine that with the equipment, loading mechanism, crew of 2. How many of these 20mm shells do you reckon you could lug around with you? 200? 300, maybe even 500. Nope, this tank in-game carries 1,200 shells, because logic is big on the inside. Right, okay, so here's what we're here for. Whoa, no. Oh, no. This is I just realised the T2 light tank is a premium tank. I can't commentate. I'm really sorry. I can't use this replay as I'm a big coward money loser. What the f? Never mind that. I have a duty to you guys. Duty. So, the game's in the balance. It's due to be lost to a cap unless Echo can find a reset. And he goes for it. He takes a bit of a beating, but gets the reset. Just manages to survive himself as well. And knowing the game is secure, he gallivants off joyously towards his cap circle, not wanting to throw his life away pointlessly. Unfortunately, the M20 Stuart and his team, in his own words, wants to win the game by himself. And so the moment Echo gets in the cap, he murders it, and is subsequently banned. I think we should all have a massive round of applause for the M20 Stuart that single-handedly won the game. With 1 kill in a platoon. Next. Welcome to Swamp. Used to be the worst map in the entire game, held that title for quite a while. Still not great, but it's not terrible. Sierra 85 and the E75, a tank that, much like Swamp, has seen some drastic changes throughout its time, though that's a discussion for another time indeed. So, game starts as normal. SATIRE is making very aggressive manoeuvres, probably hoping to get the most out of the 8 degrees of gun depression on the E75. However, those who are more observant among you will have just noticed that our friendly Jagdtiger has just exploded. How on earth did that happen? Ah, the Archie. Yes, well, it looks like he's actually apologised, so it's clearly an accident. Wait, whoa, this game actually takes place in the future. It's 2047 right now, so we have the magic of 3 camera instant replay in order to clear the T-92's name. So let's have a look. Alright, Your Honour, you can clearly see that my client accidentally turned towards the Jagdtiger. He then accidentally aimed at his ass for 7 seconds, and then he accidentally one-shots him. Truly a tragic accident, but most definitely an accident. And later in the game, Your Honour, I don't even see why we're talking about this. The friendly T-30 is relocating from the other flank in order to not die. Do you know what that's called? Desertion. Punishable by, yes, death. So, honestly, he's saving you a lot of trouble in this situation. Yeah, I'm telling you, it's extremely important that we stand by the innocent and wrongly accused in times like this. We must work tirelessly to avoid anyone slipping through the cracks. Not to work to assign blame and find fault, but to campaign for truth, justice, and the American every goddamn way that doesn't involve whatever sick, twisted agenda that shoveling goblin Daniel Rapley ass son of a would attribute himself with. No further questions, Your Honour. Welcome to 6th Front Line, gentlemen. A well-designed and engaging map. I'm just kidding. In all game modes, this entire area is basically completely obsolete and a waste of time. Still, a blessing, I say. Look at this matchup. T28, even after the bust to it, is not a most adaptable vehicles you might yearn for, Nuremberg or Enst, but here we find our paradise, right? Top tier, very small, very important town engagement, and defensive assault, meaning the enemy are forced to come to your terms. Huzzah! Except no, because this. I literally have no goddamn clue what this guy is doing. Well, I do, but I mean, luckily with the speed buffs to his tank, Chromax and T28 is able to get past him. And, like the whiny baby I'm led to assume he is, the OI bounces off the side of his tank. I mean, you know, you're pretty damn bad at the game when you can't even damage your teammates properly. Chromax, however, wants to put all that behind him and move on. Unfortunately, wow. This guy makes fun of himself. I don't really need to do much work. Now, a shot up later, the OI actually succeeds in damaging the rear of the T28. Oh, I was amazed as well. And just to note, he still has not gone blue, despite bouncing off of him twice and then penetrating and doing full damage. So, wargaming?
It was very important for us.
I'll give you very important. Come here, you red shirt wearing son of a bitch! It's worth noting here that Chromax displays some breathtaking restraint at this point. Okay, and he doesn't retaliate, which I respect highly. Unfortunately, all he gets for his trouble is a dose of butt sex from the teeth of the 485. After which he politely requests that his team report the OI and moves on. Now, I personally am really impressed by the Chromax in this game because it's exactly the right way to manage this kind of situation. Just deal with it and move on. Don't retaliate. Don't get brought down to that level. So, as a reward, I think Chromax 30 Days of Premium just to thank him for being awesome. I know I'm well aware that other people in like when you play have reacted in exactly the same way, but life sucks sometimes. I'm random and there's no reason one person should miss out just because you did. Yeah. Next! This game comes with a disclaimer. Okay, watching further may cause you to feel as if you have been violated by a very large, ill-tempered poodle. And I cannot be held responsible for any mood swings or manic depression that occurs as a result of the events you're about to witness. So, close to the end of this game now, Neztam, by the way, I'm going to call him Nez from now on, Neztam is using the 100mm gun on the SU-152 as opposed to the infamously derpy 122. And it has proved useful to him throughout the game. However, here we have an offensive assault, right, whereby your team loses if you do not kill all of the enemy tanks or capture the base. There's 3.5 minutes left on the game, and on assault it takes about 1 minute and 40 seconds to capture 100%, but that's okay, because they have 2 people in the count. So it's about time that you meet Gregor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0. Elegant name, don't you think? He has just shot our friendly Tiger P up the ass, and instantly he has gone blue. Nez, not yet resigned to the inevitable, starts dodging and weaving, trying to avoid the delusional jackass. Meanwhile, the Comet has gone off alone to fight a tank with far better camo than him. The IS team kills Nez, gets banned just a meter from the cap circle. The T-21 kills the Comet, and that game, ladies and gentlemen, is lost. Due 100% to the actions of this utter bellend in the IS. I mean, I just don't... I really never thought it would come to this. Guys, I'm so sorry. Alrighty, that's it for this episode. Leave your thoughts down in the comments. I love hearing from you, and I'd like to thank Dick Ermax for joining me, lending a hand on this one as well. Thanks so much for watching, gents, and farewell.